What's up, everybody?
What's up, yeah?
We have nobody in the room, so we have 0 viewers. So we should have just recorded this.
I mean, I see ACB, Jason.
Oh, here we go. They're coming in.
Boo.
What's up, Irish, Jason, ACB, Tammy? The regulars are here. The ones that pay our paychecks every week.
That's right.
They're in the building. What's up, guys?
Gio.
What's up?
Yeah.
Gio's here. What are you guys doing? What's up? I know Ditto's remote.
I'm in San Diego.
Hey.
And guess where I'm staying, guys? You're not going to ever believe it.
Ezra Brown's house?
No, that would be amazing. I should have thought of that. No, remember the Pineapple Hotel?
Get out of here, for real.
I am staying at the Swingersville. Yeah.
Is it fun?
It's wild. I will say that their door things that they like the do not disturb say I'm naked on there.
It's definitely a swingers hotel.
We know where we're staying next year. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe not so much.
So what's everybody's Wednesday like? What are you guys doing today? I know Ditto traveled, right? He had a busy day.
I had a horrible day. I won't share the details. Hold on, I'm doing a rookie move here.
Yeah, totally rookie. Like you don't do podcasts for a living or anything. It's fine.
Yeah. Hold on.
EB, what you guys got going?
Just work, really.
Yeah.
Working all day. Yeah.
Went to work and then came home and got ready and
Cleaned some teeth.
Cleaned some teeth. Lots of teeth today. Saw a lot of kids today. It was a busy day.
Got yelled at by instructors. You know the norm.
The norm.
Yeah.
Hey, shy guy.
Sunny and blue and 3 inches of rain today. Like crazy.
I saw your story. That's crazy.
I got lucky because it was raining in Chicago for most of the last 2 days, and then literally an hour before I got to the airport, it stopped. So I was like, "Oh, thank God," because I hate flying in that choppy air when you're going up.
Yeah,
we got an international show today, guys.
We do. Jay is like he's the only one that's kind of just chilling in the United States.
I mean, with the rest of us, but yeah.
I mean,
well, guest wise, I'm saying guest wise.
Oh yeah. So we got Frenemy who's in Malaysia, and then Jay who's on the East Coast. I'm not sure. Do you guys know where he's based out of?
Jay is Chicago or New York, maybe. I don't.
He said East Coast. Chicago's definitely Central Time zone.
Jay, shake your head. Are you in New York?
He just chimed in.
Yeah, he's in New York. He's in the green room.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
He's in the green room, sucking down a whiskey and Coke. Like I can see him back there partying.
What else?
Then we got a last minute replacement all the way from Aussie. Oi, oi, oi.
Sydney, Australia.
Guys, this is the beauty about the creatives, and especially now, Creative Series 3. We're going to have 4 creative artists on tonight. We got B here, Rising Star, and we got 3 other artists. So, and they're from all over the world. Like this is, where else can we get this many artists and have so much fun together, you know?
It's pretty cool.
By the way, you guys will know a version of the question I'm going to ask later, but I looked it up, and you guys your minds are going to be blown by the answer.
Does it have to do with ketchup?
No.
Oh, good.
Okay.
So we have a great group coming in now. Rux One's here. Hi, Shy Guy's here. Michelle, Ken Bird's here.
Hey, everybody else that was here before, you're still great.
You're still great. Yeah, we just got new people. We got Sketch in the building. Jeff Anderson's here. What's up, Jeff? And yeah, so we got a good group in here tonight. Guys, if you want to share this out that we're live on your Instagram, I would appreciate that. We'll get more eyes on these creatives. And
another dope Aussie.
Smash that like button too, guys, if you would, while you're in here right now. Go ahead and click that like button.
Yeah, keep hitting it. And yeah.
Oh, it's Ando. That's pretty good posters. Jeff Anderson.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Who's going to be on next week?
Next week.
Hey.
We can't wait.
Are we ready? Are we ready to bring on Mr. Frenemy?
I think so.
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's go.
All the way from Malaysia, guys. Let's give it a nice warm love in the chat. You guys, like you guys always do. Mr. Frenemy, Creative Series 3 artist. Here we go.
Hey.
Frenemy, what's up, man?
Hey.
How's it going?
So first question I got to ask, why Malaysia? Like what made you, how did you get to Malaysia? What's your path?
So yeah, I've been overseas almost 12 years now. My wife's an international school teacher, so she teaches students whose like parents work for embassies and stuff. And we lived in Korea, Vietnam, Tel Aviv, Israel, and now here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia for 6 years here now.
Following the wife around. That's awesome.
And I tattoo, and I do a lot of like other stuff. I paint murals and do a lot of design stuff. So.
I'm liking your little display next to you there. What are you? What is that? Talk to us about the collection back there.
Yeah, toy collection. I have a lot of different stuff. Got my
Grab your.
That's the one I spotted.
Damn.
Yeah, I got. We're the Ghost Club together. And I got a little.
Well, that's
See, we could look at toys all day, friend of mine. We don't even have to interview you. You can just show us off.
Yeah, I got my toy display here in my studio. And
That's dope.
how long have you been collecting for?
over 10 years probably. I'm not like hardcore, but I collect here and there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, talk to us a little bit about the Creatives journey. So, were you familiar with the Creatives in Series 1 and Series 2? And how did you learn about the Creatives? And talk to us about how you entered all of it.
So I mean, I was familiar a bit with it. I've been following Red Guardian. I think we followed each other, Red Guardian, for like quite some time now. I also come from like a graffiti background. I feel like that's where my art background is in graffiti and street art and stuff. So, so basically through that, and then he had the open call or whatever, and posted in the Ghost Club Discord, and I just decided to submit. So
Cool.
Nice. And what when you found out the news? What was your reaction? Were you
I was stoked. I mean, a lot of my friends have been in it, like Vincent Scala and Mumbot and some of the other Ghost Club people have been in it. So yeah, I was pretty stoked. It's a super cool project. So
Ditto,
yeah.
you met Scala, right?
I met Mumbot and Scala at 5 Points this year. Yeah,
Jelly.
both very, very cool people. Everybody.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny because we say this literally every time we have a stream that has a creatives art, really any artist, but certainly the creatives artists in general. And you guys are just bred different. You're down to earth, cool, dope ass people, and every time across the board, everybody's just cool as shit. And like, I want to go hang out and have a beer with you or something. It's so I'm flying to Malaysia. Is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Come out anytime. Yeah, I'll show
Collector
you.
Con. Collector Con.
Red
Yeah.
Red definitely does a good job at selecting the artists. So
Yeah.
Well, we have a budget this year with Red, so I'm sure Red could send us out to Malaysia. I mean,
Yeah.
Creatives Con in Malaysia.
we only fly first class, so he knows that. So we'll get out there and check you out. My niece is in Singapore, and she loves it out there. She loves it where she's at. So I'm always up for new places to go visit.
Yeah, Singapore's right next door. So
your card.
Anderson said he loves your work, friend of me, by the way.
Oh, appreciate it.
Your Series 3 cards. Were they easy to put together? Was it already ready to go? Was it a struggle?
Yeah, I mean, I made new stuff for it, but it was pretty fun. I have some of my like stable characters that I do. This character Kimbop, this is Mochi and Doodle Dog.
Let's get some close-ups of those. Those are sick.
Yeah.
Oh, that is cute.
I'm gonna-
I love the dog.
I'm gonna need a Doodle Dog.
Characters, and then Mochi. I have them in the cards, and then I did a couple other ones with different characters.
You and Sketch need to collab with the pencil.
I'm gonna need one of those Doodle Dogs. So
this was like a prototype that I did, like a first go on these, and then now I have working with my friend who does like 3D sculpting, and we're doing a Doodle Dog drop hopefully soon. They're perfecting it and printing it.
Well, let us know when that's going to happen, because we can always help you, advertise it and promote you.
Awesome. Yeah, appreciate it.
Show off your other character again. The character that you.
Yeah. So this is the other character. They're best friends. Mochi. This is Mochi. He's an explorer character, and then his best friend is the Doodle Dog. And in their little world, the Doodle Dog like creates scribbles, but can't make anything out of them, and Mochi can turn them into things. So
nice.
Is that what that is back there on the wall?
What's that?
Is that Mochi back there?
That's like an early version of Mochi.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's kind of evolved over the years. I've been it's been like over for like 15 years. I've been working on this character and
So,
evolved into this version here. But
Now, have you produced that toy yet, or is that just a proto as well?
this was just a prototype, and then actually after making it, I took it and I showed it in Jakarta at a show, and a lot of the parts are too flimsy. This is my first time trying to like really make one, and one of the arms broke off too easily and stuff. So I'm trying to rework it to make it more.
They're
Awesome.
amazing.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, we love to see all the innovative toys that people are making nowadays. Like it's so much fun to see. I love it. Love it.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a lot more accessible now that you can like 3D print and test and stuff. I feel like it's more,
Yeah. Are you tattooing like daily? Do you do that is that your day job?
Yeah, so I tattoo at a shop here in Malaysia called YN Kulit Tattoo, and that's my day job. But then I also do other things like right now I'm working on a game with the Sandbox. I have a video game coming with them called Imaginarium, which features these characters actually and a bunch of other characters. And I do other like a lot of like freelance illustration design work and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's pull up the page.
Murals and graffiti. Yeah, I do a lot of murals as well. That's my background is graffiti. So
yeah, man. Anything with like bright, vivid colors, I'm down.
Yep, me too. That's
all
it.
dope.
Yep. Love it.
So is you said Mochi and Doodle Dog, they're your first characters that you've kind of put out, or?
So well, with my graffiti and stuff, I've always been somebody. I don't like to like do just one character. I like to like make as many characters as possible, but these are the two like main ones, two of the main staple characters in a lot of my work. But then I have like hundreds and hundreds of other ones. Like a lot of these characters here you see here. A lot of this is stuff from the game, concept art for the game, like these characters with this is characters from the game, audio mouth.
That's cool.
That's so cool.
Boombox guy.
And here's the sneak peek of your upcoming creatives card right there.
Yeah, that's Mochi and Doodle Dog with the Doodle universe.
Now see, I can visualize the Doodle Dog right there in the hair. Like I didn't see that originally.
Yeah, he's wrapping around.
There he is.
Yeah.
And it's going to be so much fun now that we've met all these artists already coming up in the series that hasn't even been released yet. And when we rip the cards, we're going to have backstories to all these cards when we rip them open. So
yeah,
it's going to be amazing.
That's so cool. So do you collect like the series 1 and 2 cards? Do you have any of those?
I don't have any. I didn't find out about it until like series 2, I think, and I think they had already been out for a while, and I haven't managed to collect any. But
yeah,
living here in Malaysia, sometimes I'm weary to have stuff ordered here because sometimes the mail's not great.
No,
it could be concerning if things don't show up and stuff.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, Grimly had a zombie apocalypse. That's why he's late.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Last week we had Grimly on, and he is a very, very humorous individual.
He's a great guy.
Yeah. So talk about I mean, I know tats can be a very personal thing, but is there anything that has a background or cool story that you want to share when it comes to tattoo?
Yeah, I have a lot, obviously. I mean, a lot of them are like I used to sing in hardcore bands, so I have a lot, like some that were like from tour. Our first tour, we all got matching tattoos at the end of the tour.
That's pretty cool.
Stuff like that. And I got this recently in my top of my hand. I got this lucky cat, like a Cyclops lucky cat from one of my coworkers. She does a really cool illustration, Oppo. But,
me and Ditto got matching tattoos last year at NYCC.
Yeah. Says BFFs forever.
We can't show them.
Swear.
No, we can't show them.
nice.
Have you ever done a tattoo on yourself? Is that possible?
I did. The first tattoo I ever did was on myself, actually practicing. It's not horrible, but it's not great, and it's actually really hard to do. I was already pretty full, so I had to do it in like a spot that's like at the inside of my thigh, and it's hard to and
I think you should get a Doodle Dog tattoo. I think a Doodle Dog tattoo would be dope.
I've done quite a few Doodle Dog tattoos actually. I think I've done 3 or 4 now.
Oh, that's
And I
so
just did a flash sheet. I haven't posted it yet, where I'm gonna do their animation cells of the Doodle Dog running and then hopping. And I'm gonna post that up and like do a deal where, and then I'll try to do all of them and then post it as an animated tattoo.
How
crazy.
cool.
That'll be pretty fun.
So have you had the pleasure of doing any DIY cards yet from Creatives?
I have not. No.
Oh, you will.
You're gonna
I've
you're
heard.
gonna,
I've
you're gonna
heard.
start getting
Actually,
orders.
it's funny that you mentioned that. I hang out pretty often. We have the Ghost Club we have a Discord with Mombots, with Mombot and everybody, and we all hang out in there like almost every day or every evening or whatever. And last night she was talking to me about it. She's like, "Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of people hitting you up to sign the cards or draw on the cards, just to give you a heads up."
Oh yeah,
You have to give us a safe place to send them to.
yeah.
For sure. Yeah,
We'll send them to the embassy. We'll get our
Yeah.
own box there.
All right. A lot of time I'll have stuff sent to my grandparents, that's who I visit in Texas when I go home. And
Hey,
Oh, E and
That's
B
where
are from
we are.
Texas.
We're in Texas. Where in Texas?
Oh, my grandparents are in Plano outside of Dallas, but I'm from Austin originally, actually.
Okay.
oh, that's dope.
I left there in 2012 though to move overseas, but that's where I lived in Austin from like 2000 till 2012. So
Wow.
You were helping to keep it weird back in.
yeah,
2012.
now it's not the same place at all.
No.
No.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, we're originally from Temple, and we live in College Station, so
Oh,
relatively
cool.
close to there. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll be
that's
hitting up ACL next month though.
Yep.
I'm excited.
Oh, nice.
Austin City Limits.
So we've got a couple of foodies in the chat. We'll talk to us a little bit about Malaysian cuisine. What's your diet like over there in Malaysia?
The Malaysian food in Malaysia is amazing. So Malaysia is kind of like a melting pot of Asia. So it's a multicultural. There's a huge Chinese population, a huge Malay population, and then a huge Indian population. So you get a mix of every kind of food here. And then it's also very you can get even a lot of good Western food here. Basically, food in general here is amazing. But if you like Indian food, there's a lot of great Indian food, a lot of good Chinese food. So
Nice.
yeah, eat well here. So and
That's
the
good
price
for
is
you
right.
though. Most of that food's good for you though.
Yeah, it is, except
works.
for the Malay food, which I also like a lot. It's cooked. It's very greasy, so it's
What
not
is
so.
what is Malay food? Like I don't think I've ever had that.
It's kind of close to Indian food, to be honest. It's
Okay.
like a mix, a lot of curries and stuff like that. So
I would not do well there.
no,
You don't like butter chicken?
I can't do curry at all because of my grandmother. She every time we go to her house, she would have a big pot of curry stuff on that, and the smell. I just couldn't do the smell. I guess when I was a kid, if I smell it now, I just have to leave.
Scarred you for life.
Yeah, she scarred me.
I have neighbors that are Indian and they cook a lot of that. So every day when I go out to my car, I get the big whiff
I'd
of
have
that.
to move. I'd have to move.
there's a lot of spicy food as well. Here.
Yeah, the spice is what would kill me. Unfortunately, I love spicy food, but my body no longer tolerates spicy food. So that sucks getting old. So we're always curious with these artists, kind of about your journey and just like your inspiration in art. Like, when did you start were you doing art when you were a kid? I mean, talk to us like kind of what got you started?
So I've been drawing since I was really young, and it's kind of like I was really influenced from Dr. Seuss, Where the Wild Things Are, all like children's books and stuff, and then like Nicktoons. I grew up. was born in '81, so I grew up with all the Ren and Stimpy, all
The
that
good
kind of
cartoons.
Yeah. So that was all those were a huge influence, and I always liked the idea of like creating a universe. So from day one, like when I started doing my art, I didn't want to just do one character. I wanted to create a whole universe, create plants, create trees, buildings, everything, to where no matter what it is that I paint, you see it, that it's from my universe.
I'm a little older than you, but back when I was a kid, my parents and I drove across country, and I used to get Mad Magazine. I don't know if anybody remembers that old magazine. And there used to be a cartoonist who was amazing called Don Martin. And I would literally sit in the back seat and trace Don Martin cartoons. And then it got to the point where I actually could like freehand them. And when I was a kid, all the way up until probably about high school, I loved art. I drew all the time. I sketched all the time. I painted. But
Now
then
he
I
hates-
kind of got
he
into
hates
sport
it
and
now.
got away from the art for many, many years. And recently with the creatives, it like Jim with what he's doing with his kind of toys, and B and E with their kind of creativity and what they do, and then just Red and all these dope artists we're meeting. It's really gotten me kind of inspired to get back in it. I even got that the other day.
Oh, nice. That's good. I don't know if you've seen the new. If you just got an iPad, the Procreate's got a new animation app coming out, which looks insane. I'm so stoked about that.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be
Does
crazy.
your universe have a name?
Yeah. So actually, linked to the game that I'm working on in the sandbox. It's called the Imaginarium, and Mochi and the Doodle Dog live in the Imaginarium, and the Imaginarium is the place where all imagination begins and then goes out into the universe. And in the little world or whatever, they work together to fight against like eraser Vikings and like evil characters like that like want to destroy everything creative, and so they have this like battle or whatever. I have that story, and then I have a second story called Cosmic Safari, which is a graphic novel I'm almost done with. That's more like an adult version. It's like a variant of this other world, but a more like adult version. But
yeah, I'm gonna need a copy of that game because it sounds.
Yeah, when does it come out?
Yeah, or I have a meeting tonight about it. Hopefully, it'll be out in this by summer, or I mean not by summer, by Christmas time. Hopefully, maybe a little bit before. Yeah. So
Nice.
yeah, there's like on my Instagram. There's like a little mini. It's not a trailer. It just shows kind of some of the world and stuff. And soon we're gonna release like a actual trailer with gameplay and stuff. So.
How cool!
Nice.
That's awesome.
Which what platform is it gonna be on? It's
gonna be it's the sandbox, so it's like it's PC gaming, but pretty soon they're launching mobile, so they'll have mobile.
Gotcha. That's dope.
So I'm remote today. Normally I'm from the Chicago area, but I'm at a work conference, so I'm in a hotel room right now. So I'm not able to really see the chat right now, so I'm relying on Ian B and Rock to kind of read the chat. But guys, if you are in the chat and you have any questions in front of me, please ask, because obviously we're doing about the 33-minute window, and we're a little more than halfway done already. So if you have any questions, let's get them in.
Someone asked about a mural.
Yeah, Grimley wanted to know
I don't know which
about
mural they were asking about because
Can you pull up his Insta again, Ditto?
Yeah, I got it.
There's a mural.
Oh, Grimley has a question, and it's going to be a good one. I can already tell you. I don't know what it is yet, but I feel like it's going to be great.
He's looking it up as we speak.
So you said you have a graffiti background. So is that kind of how a lot of your art started? Like
yeah,
murals and stuff?
So I mean I've been drawing and stuff since I was a little kid, like I said, but around 18 I got into graffiti, but like lettering graffiti, like just painting on the street, like painting billboards and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And then I focused on that for a long time. I mainly focused on that and just would doodle my characters for fun. And then about 8 years into painting graffiti, I started to try to like paint my characters. And then I noticed that like, whoa, not only graffiti writers, but like everybody is like into what I'm doing or like noticing it, So then I was like, I took everything I learned from graffiti, because before graffiti, I just drew characters. I never tried to paint or anything. And I didn't really understand how to use color or any of that kind of stuff. I don't have any art school background, and graffiti taught me all of those basics of art. And then I just put that into my murals, and then now my illustration and everything else I do.
I love that.
So this is probably the one he's talking about.
I think that's probably it. Yeah. So that was a mural I did for a festival in Oklahoma called Plaza Walls. And I do these series of paintings, and actually one of the creatives cards is based on this concept, where I had the idea of like, what would it be like if you could see inside someone's imagination or see their imagination come to life? So in the mural, I have the character with his head split open, and then he's holding his sketchbook and the little doodle dog in his hand, and then his imagination is exploding onto the wall with all of his characters.
You do not want to see inside my head. Like it would probably just be a blank wall, and then you could just make it whatever you want.
I love your bees. Your bees are so cool with their little smiley faces.
Yeah, some little derpy, funny bees.
And I see the pencil over there.
Doodle dog. Yeah, and I got a bunch of some of the other staple characters I do, like these like forest monsters with a little like jelly bean kind of face.
Is each and every single one of these characters characters that you've drawn before in this mural, or are you just like making these up as you paint?
Some of them are ones that I've just made up, and then some of them are ones that I do over and over again. And like some of them, or the first time I did them was in this mural, but then now they've appeared later. Like the unicorn character is going to be in the game, and that character with like kind of the different color shapes are like on like scales on its body and stuff. That one I've done in paintings, and then I put in the mural. So it just depends a lot of and like sometimes I'll freestyle. Like this one, I did like a very rough sketch for it, and then I just painted it. I don't use projectors or anything. I just go to the wall and look at it and start painting.
Did you go there for that event, or or were you there on vacation or whatever?
No, it's a big mural festival. Like on the corner of the mural, there's a Monster Energy drinks like logo spray painted on there because they were a sponsor of the event or whatever. But it's a festival, and they do it every year, and they have different artists come out every year and repaint the wall or whatever. Like this past year, actually, one of my friends from the Ghost Club, Killer Napkins, painted that same wall that I did a few years ago and stuff. So it's a pretty cool festival in Oklahoma City. Actually, coming from like years ago, coming from Texas, playing hardcore band stuff, touring, and I played in Oklahoma City. And I would, if you would have told me years ago that I would be flown to paint a mural in Oklahoma City for a festival one day, I'd be like, what are you talking about? Oklahoma? But it's like, it's really changed a lot. I was like pretty shocked. I was like, well, this city's pretty cool. There's like a good art scene. And
how long did that mural take you?
3 days.
Wow.
Yeah, but I had a assistant help me for some of it, but
pretty amazing.
See, I'm gonna do a full mural, and my assistant's gonna be Chris RWK. So
okay.
I'll just have him
assistant to have.
Yeah, I'll just give him the paint and the whatever he needs, and we'll call it a collab, and we'll be fine.
But but Chris is the assistant though.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Chris is your assistant.
Not even.
I really like this theme of kind of getting inside the head and like pouring out with all of the just colors and
me too.
Man,
and that's going to translate so well on a card too, because one of the things about the creatives cards is when you get them in hand, like you see a picture of them and you're kind of like, oh, that's cool. But then every single time you look at them, it's like you find something new. So for your card especially, I feel like, that opportunity is endless to find something new. Yeah,
one of my favorite artists, you may know him. His name is Vex, VXX, and he does a lot of stuff similar, like with the doodles and the side. One side is just the face, the other side is like a bunch of just creative explosion. And it's I
love this. Let your mind bloom. That's such a cool phrasing. That's really, really
thank you.
Man, that's crazy.
Oh, we lost Ditto. Oh,
sorry, Ditto.
There he is. That is wild.
Yeah, thanks.
It's gonna be so much fun to open these cards up to see everybody's cards. Like,
could you imagine the frenemy lenticular?
Oh yeah.
It's going to be insane.
That'd be crazy.
Interested to see who the Lennies will be. So it should be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, and I know the artists can't say if they are or not. So we won't ask you that question because we would hate for you to void your contract.
Yeah.
So if you want to put up Grimley's question, Rock?
Yeah, I was debating that, and I will. There you go.
Oh my God.
I mean, I think he's pretty talented. He probably did it manually.
I think
Marty had skills.
Yeah, I think he had skills. Yeah,
definitely. All right, so Ditto, are you ready for the big question? To frenemy at where he's
at, where
he lives.
So here's a couple of questions that always get asked. I'm from Chicago. This is where this is coming from. Ketchup on a hot dog, yes or no?
I'm gonna go with yes.
That a boy. See,
can we stop asking this question?
Can we just have a round of applause in the chat? Like
the correct answer.
Now, we've asked this question a lot too, and I pulled up some information today that blew my mind. So I want to share this with you. So,
and Jay Martin's back here taking notes in the green room, like he's taking notes.
Everything on my hot dog kind of guy, though.
Comments will be prepared.
So frenemy, do you consider hot dog a sandwich? This is a very heavily debated topic in our group.
Yeah. I don't know. No, I mean, I guess it's between bread, but I've never really thought about that. You know what I
Me
mean?
neither. I don't get the question. Like it's.
So
I mean, I guess I wouldn't, because I think of two flat pieces of bread when I think of a sandwich. You know?
okay.
Just like a hoagie is a hoagie, it's not a sandwich. It's a hoagie.
I'm just if I told Ditto to make me a sandwich and he came back with a hot dog, I'd be upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I
think
guess
we're all in
sandwich.
agreement here, but we're all in agreement with the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council, because I Googled this earlier because I had an internal debate with my coworkers at this conference I'm at.
Oh my gosh.
And one of them was like, yeah, it's a sandwich. Anything between two pieces of bread is a sandwich. So we went around and round and round. I looked at it, and the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council of America has declared that hot dog is not a sandwich.
No,
and
it's not. Are you on that council?
Sure. Like you said, yeah. If you asked for a sandwich and someone gave you a hot dog, you'd be like, "What is
Ditto, are you in the ketchup chapter of that?
I'm the president of the the Chicago style hot dog club of America.
Oh my gosh.
So with a few minutes that we've got left, obviously if there's more questions in the chat, please ask away, and I'm sure that we'll think of a couple more before we let you go. What would you like people to know about you? I mean, now that you're going to be kind of introduced to a community, which in this circle that we run in is very creative heavy. People love the creatives. They're very much looking forward to Series 3, and they're very much enjoying these teases. What do you want people to know?
I mean, I guess I kind of talked about a lot of it, but yeah, I mean, if you want to know anything about me, I love creativity, imagination. A lot of my work is based all around imagination. Where does imagination come from? Like, I love playing with these kind of concepts or whatever. And so the Creatives is a cool community to be a part of or whatever. I'm stoked to be a part of it. So yeah,
I ask this to every artist, and because I know people in the chat and that people watch the video back have this in their brain. Like they want a DIY or they want their card signed when Series 3 comes out. Are you available through DMs on Instagram, or how do you do it?
Yeah. I mean, you can DM me on Instagram or Twitter or whatever, and it was your choice of social media or whatever. And
because Grimly last week, Grimly said something like DM him on OnlyFans or something. And
I also have that. I wasn't sure if this was the place to like put that out there or whatever, but I was
the only one that said that. So I was kind of shocked.
You know? This is a safe space. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, it's safe. It's safe here.
What about commissions? Are you open for commissions currently?
Yeah, actually, I mean, I have some time. I could probably, I could squeeze some in. Yeah, for sure.
Well, just like Mumbot said, you are definitely going to be getting many, many, many requests, including this little group right here, for DIYs. Very, very soon.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
And if you ever, all three of us have a Whatnot account, and we sell on Whatnot. If you ever need to get your art seen more, if you want to get rid of any of your new toys that come out and you want to promote them, just let us know, and we'll be glad to either have you back on or do some posts for you or bring you on the show and try to sell some of your pieces. And all the artists get all the money, so we don't keep any percentages or anything like that. So
awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. So anytime you need anything, just let us know.
What about any shows or any stuff you got coming up for the remainder of the year and into 24? Do you have anything to promote?
I don't have anything set up right now. I work with a gallery here in Asia, and we did our last show a couple months ago. And I know we're in talks about doing some more stuff this next year, but nothing solid planned yet. So
okay,
yeah,
nice.
Important question: is that Patrick and like bodybuilding on your shirt?
Oh no! So this is actually a T-shirt I designed of.
It's
okay. Now I see it.
So it's Krang, and he has a Wu-Tang Clan necklace with
nice.
So it's Wu-Tang Krang.
I love that.
Wu-Tang King. That's dope.
That's big.
So
I just saw his head. I thought it was Patrick Starfish for 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's the Wu-Tang Krang.
You had mentioned a little bit ago that you were in bands. Are you currently in a band?
No, actually, I had started one here in Malaysia with my best friend that I worked with at a tattoo shop before the pandemic. But then the pandemic happened. We had lockdowns, and then he had twins with his wife, and so no more.
That put the
We were
kibosh
just kind
on
of
it.
doing it for fun, though, you know. Old
So
guy.
what was a couple of the, how many bands, like give me a name or two of the most creative band names that you were in?
Okay, when I was a little kid, the first band that I ever had was a really shitty punk band called Snot Rocket.
Nice.
That's funny.
Yeah, and then I
That's
was in
a
a band
t-shirt.
called Choke on This. That was like a hardcore band, like a thrashcore hardcore band. And
We
then
need that
a band
shirt.
called Ghetto Bird.
We
Yeah,
need
can you make some shirts?
the
Choke on
Snot
this?
Rockets.
Yeah, Snot Rocket.
Woo!
I used to
Love
feel
it.
that when I was
Yeah.
a teenager. I had like blue spiked up hair and stuff. I was like, oh, punk.
We need
Yeah,
some
that-
photos of that on your
But-
Instagram, please.
Yeah.
Do you have a website? Because some people are asking about, purchasing work from you.
Yeah, I do have a website, just frenemylife.com. All my social medias are also frenemylife, LIFE. Frenemy was taken when I tried to get it years ago. So
What's up,
No.
folks?
this shirt, actually, I got strike. I had it on for sale and I got in trouble. I couldn't sell it anymore.
I guess
They
that makes sense.
copyright strike me.
Yeah, they're picky with that.
They slapped you on the wrist. They said,
They slapped me. I got a slap on the hand. Stop
There
that.
you go.
So I'm just very curious about this band. So were you the lead singer, or what did you?
I was a singer in all the bands that I was in, except for Snot Rocket. I played bass in that band. But then when I forgotten to sing, I say singing loosely. I was screaming and growling.
So now when we open a pack and we pull Frenemy's card, it's going to be Snot Rocket City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100% every time.
I'm gonna tap into my inner like
Singing.
like metal band singing when I
Yeah.
put your
Oh
cards.
no.
So Red Guardian, whether he's in the room or watches this back later, when you put Creatives Con together and you put that Creatives band together, you got your lead singer.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Right there.
Yeah.
So guys, you're gonna want to check out Frenemy. It's on IG at Frenemy Life, just like it says on the screen there. Add LIFE on the end, and frenemylife.com. You said.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, I can speak for all of us, although they're going to chime in too, and we are really excited to see your card in Series 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
And we appreciate you coming on. And we're going to keep doing this throughout the year. More artists are going to be coming on. We're going to have toy makers on. We're going to have all kinds of different artists and non-artists, all kinds of different people on. So you're part of something that's going to be pretty big down the road, we hope. So
What time is it in Malaysia right now?
9:38 a.m. So about 10 a.m.
So it's
still coffee
tomorrow.
time.
So you know the future.
Yeah, it's Thursday morning.
Thursday,
morning
okay.
for me.
cool.
Don't spoil what happens tomorrow. We don't want to know.
Yeah.
I'll keep it a secret.
A zombie apocalypse, apparently.
Yeah. I
Well,
closed
that's
my
only-
he's away
Okay.
for now.
Well, we can't wait, Frenemy, to talk to you again, have you back on, have you on a Whatnot stream or on DT4 again in the future. And we're psyched to see your cards coming out. And well, there we go. There's the timer. And we're psyched to see your cards in Series 3. So keep it up, man. You're awesome. We love you, bud.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me on, guys.
All
You guys
right.
are awesome.
We'll talk to you later. Thanks
a lot,
again.
Frenemy. Appreciate you, man.
Wow. Snot Rockets.
Snot
How does Jay follow that? Like the
That's
Snot
cool.
Rockets. He's
Well,
got
he's probably going to have his own band name that'll be equally awesome.
yeah, I'm sure.
If he doesn't, he has 2 minutes to make one up.
Hey, when your logo is your signature, you're big. Like you are it.
That's
Yep.
like Rux.
You-
has
Rux has his own signature as his logo. Like you got your own band when you have your signature as your logo.
I am so bummed because I cannot, I tried to use a multiple devices, which was slowing me down with this squirrel internet they have here at this hotel. So I can't, I'm flying blind. I can't see the chat. So I'm bummed, but hello everybody. I love you. And hopefully you guys got some awesome questions for these guys.
We got 3 people in here. We're doing great. I try to pop it up when we can.
Perfect.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
There's more than 3 people.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Papernaut's in the chat too. Earlier, I saw you posted something that he had said on there. So he's coming up soon too.
Yeah.
So let's bring on Jay. I am super excited to talk to Jay. Like I know B is too. She was raving about him last night after my show. She was like, "Oh, he's insane." Like she really was excited.
I saw Jay's card posted as a preview, and I think I was like one of the first comments on it, and I was like, oh, I think I just found my new favorite artist for Series 3. Like, amazing, because I'm all about like the graffiti vibes, and I just, and he's got the love theme going on and hearts, and I'm about it.
So let's bring on another newest member of Creative Series 3. Jay's been around a while. He's gonna grace us with his presence. Tell us all about his boy bands that he was in back in high school. And let's bring on Jay. You ready to come on, Jay? All right, there we go. Hey, Jay.
Hey. Hey, I got a question for you, Jay. You're on mute, by the way. I got a question for you. Do you use John in any of your artwork?
Do I use John in any of my artwork? No, I don't.
That's the most Philly thing I could think of when there's John or Wawa. Those are the only two Philly things.
Wawa almost every day. Wawa is the shit.
So
I thought you were gonna hit him with the ketchup question, like right off the bat without like introducing.
Oh, and I am a big ketchup.
Oh man, I had to relate because you guys know Big Dumb Sack, my buddy from Philly, and then of course we all love Savage and Missy. Yeah. So they all have that little bit of Philly flair. So I had to come in with something right out of the gate for Philly.
So Jay, what part of New York are you at? Where you live?
Well, I'm in Philly. I'm born and raised.
That's right.
I'm born and raised in Brooklyn.
Nice.
I moved down here maybe like 15 years ago for work. I worked at Urban Outfitters, and I was there for 25 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I love Urban Outfitters.
Yeah,
I did too.
Oh, I did.
What I thought was cool is Urban Outfitters always had vinyl and record players, so I was always like, "Oh, that's pretty cool."
Yeah, I worked in the stores for about 10 years, and then I worked for home office for a while. So doing transportation.
So let's start off with the creatives question that Ditto usually asks. Like, did you know about Series 1 and Series 2 prior?
So I kind of saw Series 1 at the tail end of when it came out. And then I reached out about Series 2, and I got accepted into Series 2, but I had some family emergencies that popped up that kind of stopped me from going forward with it. And then I told him I was Red Guardian. I was like, as soon as Series 3 is ready, let me know. I want to be part of it.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. Congrats on, being able to, I'm sure that was kind of heartbreaking to have to step back,
Yeah, because I actually started the pieces, and then it was just, I just couldn't go forward with it. So
did you use those pieces for the Series 3 cards?
No.
You did different
completely
ones?
Scrapped them. I like deleted them out of Procreate. I didn't want to deal with them.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, so that's good that that maybe it was that art needed to be seen a different way,
Yeah. I think everything happens. I'm one of those people that thinks everything happens for a reason. And it made me step back and, contemplate life. So just move forward with everything.
Yeah. I like that attitude. And I can tell by just when Red shared your card and, the pre people who got picked, and you go on to everybody's Instagram and check everybody out. Like, I could just tell you were a positive person just by scanning your Instagram for the first 2 minutes. I
try to be. It's definitely something my mom instilled in both my sister and I. Look at life as positive as you can, and there's so much shit going on, bro. But just figuring out how to navigate it and be as positive and smile as much as you can.
Yeah,
is definitely something that my mom instilled in both of us.
I like that.
And it seems like you do a lot of events, a lot of different shows and events and stuff like that. It seems like.
So up until last year,
show off his card, Ditto.
Up until last year, I really, stepped back from. My mom got sick, so I stepped back from the art world and, was concentrating on taking care of her and all that stuff. And After she passed, it was like, you know what, I'm gonna do art full time. So this last, up until after she passed, I just jumped in feet first and kept moving.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of shows. I actually was just in Chicago doing it's called the Black Boy Art Show. I was out there for just overnight and enjoyed doing that one.
Nice.
What
Yeah,
what part of Chicago was it in?
I would be lying to you if I
Okay.
It was just for one night. So
Yeah, it was just one night. I flew out there with my brother, and we went to the show and hung out and had deep dish pizza for the first time, and it was great.
Okay, so here's the big question.
Oh, here we go.
Which place did you go to?
Um,
Please tell me it was Lou Malnati's.
yes, it was.
Yes, my man. All right.
I thought you were about to hit him with the ketchup question. That's the second
No,
time.
we went to a dispensary, and right across the street, we were like, oh, let's go get some pizza. It was perfect.
So anybody who's from Chicago knows Lou's is 1,000 times better than Giordano's, and there are a couple like one-off places that are bomb in the city, but Lou's is it. So
that's just like Philly. Most of the Philly cheesesteaks here are the best ones are at the one-off restaurants. Gino,
so what's your go-to?
So there's a little bodega near my art studio.
Okay,
that's my go-to for a cheesesteak. It's they make them in the back, and they're just fucking delicious.
And what's the name of it?
I don't know. It's just a little corner bodega.
some
Ditto,
guy's house. Yeah.
Ditto, show off his card again for me.
All right. By the way, whiz with or without?
With. I'm a whiz with. No onions though.
By the way, Sketch asked earlier where in Brooklyn, because he's in Sunset Park.
So I lived kind of all over Brooklyn. Last place I lived was Prospect Heights. I lived in Crown Heights. I lived in Bed-Stuy for a while. But yeah, last place we lived in was Prospect Heights.
So Jay, I know me and you talked a little bit about this on the side. Your character here, the astronaut guy. What's his name? What's he all about? Give us the backstory of your guy.
It's I call him the Loveastronaut. So he's basically a character that takes love to another level. Nice. If you notice, the character for this series are all the same, but for my t-shirts and what have you not, they're all different. And that just represents like the world is different, everybody's different. So, but love is the same. So they're what their goal is to spread love, although they're all different types of astronauts.
I love it. I like the love on there. I know that was B's big thing, and she's like, "That this is my jam."
Yeah,
and yeah, I love it.
The graffiti with the love and the crown, and it's awesome.
Just floating up in love. I love it.
Yeah, so I was that kid in school that wanted to be a graffiti artist, but my mother wouldn't let me out the house. So everything, there was always doodles all over my desk, my textbooks, and when I finally was able to say that I can do this in paint, I really, really wanted to incorporate graffiti into all my artwork.
Yeah, we're gonna get that toy done too, Jay. We're gonna do that. We gotta.
Oh yeah, I love toys, so I'm definitely wanting to get that out. I've been trying to develop a Loveastronaut character toy for a while.
I'll send you mine. You can destroy it. You can just paint all over it if you want.
Oh, you and E are kindred spirits right here by this statement. Just so you know.
So dope. I need that on a t-shirt.
I actually did a Loveastronaut t-shirt, but that it says "Love Your Dopeness" on the back instead of "Trust Your Dopeness." But
that's E and B on the same shirt. Love your dopeness.
I think we're gonna need that because his thing is dope, mine's love, so that's like perfection.
Yeah, I'm putting them together for a Patches and Pin show in New York in October. That's when I'm gonna drop them.
When in October?
October 21st.
Not NYCC time.
I might be in New York around that time. Yeah.
Are you going, Jay? Are you going to be at NYCC or anywhere near there?
No, I'm not. I have my October is like fully booked. I'm trying to catch up on pieces and get those done.
Yeah.
Like I have a first art fair, like one of those big 3,000 people come through type art fairs in DC.
Nice.
the end of the month, so I actually have to do like 15 new pieces for it. So it's gonna be a little busy couple weeks.
Wow.
Well,
So-
well deserved too, man. From what we're
Yeah.
seeing, it's unbelievable the stuff you're putting out.
Appreciate
So
appreciate it.
I'll ask my question, get it out of the way. So you're in series 3. You got 3 cards, correct?
Yep.
You got all the same. It's the same. It's kind of all together, right? There are
Is
3
it a
cards.
triptych? Is it a triptych set?
No, it's just 3 different. It's the same
Okay.
character in 3
Same
different
character. Same. Yeah, I love that. So when we open those cards, people are going to want to get them signed. You know that they're going to your DMs are going to get blown up, right? We're
Yep.
going to rip them all over whatnot on the app. So we're going to be opening packs. People are going to be sending you cards. They want to get a DIY done. DM you or what? What's the
Yeah,
best way?
DM me. My website's in my profile. My email's there. You can text me. Like I'm pretty open to talking to people. And
Well, I want to be the first one. I'm commissioning you officially right now.
Yeah.
And then I think it'd be really fun to do a love collab.
Is this
I think that we need to do a
Some
collab.
verbal contracts.
yeah, I got you. I got you.
All right.
Yes, it's a verbal contract. I'll do.
So we're working together already. We got B doing a collab. We got me doing a toy. We're ready. We're all on Jay's train right now.
I'll just come in Philly and we'll go grab a cheesesteak.
Oh, sounds good.
There you go.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm excited for you, Jay. I really am. We've seen this in series 2. We saw all what happened to a lot of these artists out of series 2, and just be ready. You're gonna have a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've worked. I spent a lot of time working for Urban, and wasn't really able to put my all into this. And now that I'm just doing it full time, it's been phenomenal.
That's awesome. So you said you're a big fan of toys. Do you collect stuff? Are you a collector?
Somewhat. I don't have the space for it, and I don't want my fiance to kick me out the house. So I collect things that I really, really like. But we just bought a house, and I've been told I can have my man cave.
Yes.
Nice.
So
Yes.
it's gonna be a problem.
Hey, this is you too.
It's gonna be a problem.
Well, you're talking to the right people now, because we're all, as you can tell from the backgrounds. I'm not home right now, but you can tell from the backgrounds we're enthusiasts.
Yeah,
we're collectors.
Ditto
So-
travels with cows. I'm sure he has a few cow toys.
I didn't bring them. So you and by the way, Jay, I'm definitely going to hit you up because I got a little designer cow toy that Rock helped me put together, and I want to see what you would do with it. I think you would do something amazing.
that'll be dope.
He probably put ketchup all over it.
Printing machines are down. So what you said though, you have a few key pieces. Like, what are a couple of your grails in your collection? Since right now you're kind of a minimalist collector till you get that man cave.
So Mattel put out these Muhammad Ali.
Nice.
So I have the Muhammad Ali. I got that Muhammad Ali set.
Does he have the robe?
Or
no?
Does he have the robe?
I saw
One of them. No, I don't think so. One of them, he's the actual referee.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I think the other one, it looks like he's in his shorts.
I saw that they had one at SDCC at the Mattel booth, and it was dope.
Yeah, I really like the Mattel stuff that came out. I got the whole Master of the Universe one that Virgil did. I got a couple little things here and there. I just bought the Funko Pop Biggie that comes in the case.
Nice.
The Run DMC that came in the case. Stuff like that. I just love to collect.
Oh yeah.
So
go ahead, Rock.
So before I forget this question, we'll go back to what you were saying that you're full time now. So being full time, when you wake up in the morning, right, or before you go to bed at night, do you have a plan of what you're doing the next day? Like, do you finish a canvas and then start something else, or do you got 16 projects going at once?
I like to spin a lot of plates. I don't go to bed. Like I'll go to bed thinking about stuff that I need to do the following day. And being able to wake up at 8:30, 9 o'clock and get my day started as opposed to 5:30 is big difference. And I like to go with the flow. If I don't have I'll do t-shirt jobs for people here and there. And if I don't have something that's due, I just go to the studio and figure it out from there.
So I ask this question a lot on the IG lives. So a lot of the times Rock will be, or B, or somebody will be kind of getting into something and sketch or whatever. And we kind of get 3 or 4 of us on an IG live and just kind of hang out and, do some chat sessions. And I've asked this a lot on that platform, not as much on DT4. So when you are kind of immersed in your projects, you're painting, do you listen to music while you're doing art?
I do.
And what is that playlist, Jay? Let's talk about it.
It's so weird. So I love
Rockets. Snot Rockets on replay.
Is it Frenemies Snot Rockets hardcore metal?
It could be. Like it all depends on what I'm feeling. I really love old school hip hop, so I'm a big fan of old school hip hop.
Yeah.
But I discovered a few months ago yacht rock is a genre on music, iTunes Music.
Okay.
And it's like the old school love type. Sounds like you're on a yacht, just relaxing.
Right.
Junior prom, your junior prom first dance.
Yeah, that's like
this is a genre.
Yeah,
I'm
I didn't
about
know
to
it was a genre and it just popped up. And when I say I get lost, I'll put that on and I'll just go.
What? Yacht. Oh, where's the camera on this thing?
Well, we know what's going to be on Ian B's playlist this upcoming
Check it out.
Saturday.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Top 100 Yacht Rock 2023.
Never heard of that before. That's crazy.
Africa Toto. That's the very first
Oh
one.
my God! Come on, that's one of the
Love
greatest
it.
songs ever.
Yeah, so it's like it's that considered soft rock? I don't know. Like
No, it's yacht rock.
Yacht rock.
Yacht rock, yeah. It's somewhere kind of in between.
So what's the t-shirt? What's your involvement with t-shirts? Like are you just design or you print? You like everything or what?
for myself, I design and print. For this year was 2 years ago I got a studio with one of my friends, Freak Ugly. It's another artist out of Philly, dope. And I just needed space to create. I was creating in my living room. My fiance said, it's starting to take up a little bit more than we thought it was gonna. So we found some space, and then it kind of got hard. Like people weren't buying commissions and all that stuff. So we took on making t-shirts for people as a way to pay for the studio, and we ended up buying equipment, whole mess of equipment. So I can make shirts for people, but the biggest part of getting that equipment is so I don't have to have other people do it for me.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of controlling my quality. So
Nice.
this way,
are you using a screen printing process or are you using heat press?
So heat press, but I use all different types of heat press. I'll do plastisol heat transfers.
Yep.
I just jumped on the DTF train, which is great because I can come up with an idea in the morning and have a sample of it in the afternoon. We do vinyl. One of my partners in the building that I'm in has a screen printing press, so we can use that if we needed. And I also paint directly on shirts.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool. That would be really cool.
I had a screen printing business once I retired from the Air Force, and a huge screen printing business. And nowadays, I've seen the process now change so much for the direct to print, like just right on the garments, and it's really changed the game. Like, I have a heat press now. I can still do my stuff that I need to get done, but the direct to garment stuff is just insane nowadays.
Yeah, and it's actually changed. It's gotten a little better now. They're doing something which is a hybrid. So it's screen printing the base layer of white, and then they send it through.
And you can do black shirts.
Yep, and they send it through a direct to garment printer that prints directly on the screen printed base layer, so it feels like a screen printed t-shirt.
That's what you want. You want that feel. Nice.
Wow,
So-
I didn't realize it was so complex. That's weird.
Oh yeah, and the
it's
things you can
insane.
do with the screen printing is insane as well.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty cool. Echo was my biggest. I was a big fan of Echo back in the day because they took the screen printing game to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
You referenced some pop culture icons, kind of throughout this. You talked about Muhammad Ali and the toys. You talked about Biggie and some of the music. What are a few kind of movie or TV kind of or cartoon or pop culture kind of icons or I guess inspirations for you?
So I'm a big fan of old school cartoons.
Okay, love it.
Adult Swim was like something that I watched all the time. Everything on Adult Swim. I do love Afro Samurai when it came out. Big fan of the Boondocks. Let's see. You know, Ren and Stimpy was something that I sat down and watched all the time.
Oh, how could you not?
Not very much, but you know.
Stimpy.
Yeah. Bart, The Simpsons when they first came out was, you know, something that was, you know, had to watch.
Yeah.
And then I really got into like old school anime. Couldn't really tell you names and stuff, but I had to like sneak and watch that stuff. So, you know, get in trouble, and, you know, it just played a big part in what I wanted to do when I grew up.
That's cool, man. You come from a big family or a small family or only child, or what's your
I have a sister.
Okay.
Sometimes it still felt like I was the only child. We were both spoiled in our own way. Family's pretty big. Most of my family's from Barbados. So, you know, it is just the amount of cousins I have in Barbados is unreal.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
So if there was somewhere have you been to Barbados?
Yeah, actually, I was born here in the U.S., but I lived there for about 5 years.
Oh, cool.
And then I got sick, and my mom brought me back home. And then after that, we went every summer for like 6 years, like the entire summer. My sister and I would go. She would go to my dad's his parents, and then I would go to my mom's parents, and then we'd meet up like sometime during the summer and come back.
What about a bucket list trip? Where is one location you'd love to go in the world?
Texas. Just kidding.
I've been to Texas a couple
Texas.
Vegas. You gotta come to Vegas, Jay. Come on out.
I've been to Vegas for work, but I've been to Vegas. I actually want to go to Tokyo.
Nice.
Like it's big on my list. My son, he's 14. He wants to go to Tokyo. So I think we're gonna do like a father-son, my oldest son as well. Probably gonna go next year.
Nice.
See what it's like.
Are they into art and design or anything like that?
My youngest son, he has that right side, left side brain, so he's very big into science, but he's also very creative. So I'm trying to foster that. That's a whole different ball game. And then my oldest son wanted to be a photographer. But he just got into New York Film School, so he's going to be doing that.
Cool.
So I'm really, really excited about that.
Nice.
So speaking of films, you're sitting there flipping through the TV. What's one of those throw the remote control down movies that comes on that you got to watch? Just whether you jump in the middle or watch it from the beginning.
Back to the Future.
Nice.
And I'll watch it over and over and over and over again.
Nice.
And there's like, I really like old stupid movies. Like if I'm home painting, I'll throw in a old stupid movie and just have it play in the background while I'm creating. And I'll like with Yacht Rock, I just go.
You got your Yacht Rock, you got your Marty and the DeLorean. You're good to go.
I'm going.
Grimley, we can ask you the Grimley question. Grimley wanted to know when Marty's in that DeLorean going 88 miles per hour. Is he on cruise control or is he manually steering that thing? What do you think?
I actually think he's on cruise control because he freaks out a lot. So he just couldn't figure out like
he's a little high. Yeah.
That's a deep dive right there. Jay knows. He's watched that movie several times. That's cool. Where's a Grim? We need a new Grimley question for Jay. What happened to Grimley?
Yeah, anybody in the chat that has a question, we have over 20 people in here. Get a question going and we'll throw it up for Jay.
Give me an example of an old stupid movie. I'm curious.
An old stupid movie?
Yeah.
The Wild Wild West with Will Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a stupid movie.
That is one of the worst movies ever made. But I'll throw it on and I'm good.
Look at Wow.
Yeah.
So here we go. Here's Grimley's question of the stream. Can you describe what you think the plot would be if there was a crossover move between Short Circuit and the Terminator?
Oh my God, Short Circuit.
That's the original Wall-E.
I think Short Circuit would be the start of the Terminator. That's where it started to take over as the AI started to take over.
Patient Zero. Yeah.
Patient Zero, because you know, Johnny Five was struck by lightning, and he turned into his AI just switched over, and he took over.
Damn, that's deep. That might be the deepest comment we've ever had on DT4.
We'll clip that out. We'll clip that out.
That's funny.
So I keep saying this, and I think it's going to be so much fun. And I cross my fingers that we get cards for NYCC, because I'm going to be there in line. So I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but if it does, it's going to be so much fun to pull your cards now. And all these artists to pull your cards, and even B for sure, because we're friends and it's going to be a whole different emotion. But all you artists that when we pull these cards, we're going to have backstories for everybody, and it's so much fun. And again, I want to invite you to any of our Whatnot streams when we get cards, because we talk about every card. We talk about the artists. We have the artists on the show or in the chat, and you guys can chat it up, and it's a great way to get in touch with more people and get your art seen by more people. So
awesome.
Definitely take advantage of that once the cards come out.
We also like to have a little bit of fun and interpret kind of our own interpretation when we pull the card, whatever it strikes in that weird mind of ours, and we just kind of go with it and have some fun with them.
That's dope.
Yeah, so it's a great avenue for you guys to get your name out there more than just having your cards out there.
Jay, did you say you had a profile or whatnot?
No, I don't. I actually just reached out to my brother who kind of helps me with my operations. Yeah. He's going to look into that. But I created some lapel pins, and working on a 3D model for those cards.
That's dope.
Yeah, we're gonna get those toys done for you too. We're gonna get you a prototype.
Yeah, I've already scoped out your website. I found out the t-shirt that I want. He has some really cool pins. He has all these Lovesternaut t-shirts in like different colorway. Yeah.
When I started, like I wanted to be a t-shirt designer, so the website was full of t-shirts. And
me too. That's what I wanted to do.
And when this last year, it was like, you know what, I need to focus. I need to figure out what I want to do, and Lovesternaut was it. So Lovesternaut takes my artwork, which I incorporate Love Wins in most of my artwork, and almost all of it, and it takes that concept and puts it into a t-shirt brand form.
Love that.
Nice.
You, my friend, have a giant heart. I can tell. You're a big teddy bear. I love you already, Jay.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. No,
yeah, we're gonna be besties. I can see it already. We're gonna be.
The Lovesternaut thing is just it's so like I love simple ideas that are just so powerful like that. It's very cool. I like it a lot.
I appreciate it.
Maybe Andy and Lovesternaut can go up to space together and just hang out and chill. Just spread the love. They'll just spread the love.
We definitely need a Lovesternaut toy. I will 1,000% be on the pre-order for that.
Sounds good. Yeah,
so talk to us a little bit about so when you get will you buy packs or a box or anything of creatives, or are you just going to kind of keep the cards that Red sends you, or because
I did Creative Con last year.
Okay.
I bought a box. I have a box upstairs that I need to finish the collection, but I definitely love the cards.
Well, if you ever need dupes, we have dupes galore between all three of us, because we buy master cases and ripped them open for content and all kinds of stuff. So if you're ever missing some holes, please let us know. We'll definitely help you out.
Sounds good.
But I'm curious, when you open that first time, you open your cards in Series 3. I mean, that's going to be. I mean, we talk to B about this all the time. We're like, B, what do you think's going to happen? She's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you feel? What are you feeling? I mean, you got to.
I don't know. I almost feel like a celebrity, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, you will.
Remember, when I was little, opening Garbage Pail Kids cards, or the Marvel cards when they came out, and just how excited I was to get those new cards.
Yeah.
And now I actually get to be in the cards that I'm opening. It's a great feeling. I'm so looking forward to it.
Well, you're definitely going to get inundated in this community with DIY requests. You will check your inbox after the show. You'll probably already have you'll have one for me. But you'll definitely have many, many coming your way, and people are going to definitely want to get that signature and see you and meet you, and it's going to be awesome, man. We're looking forward to it. Again, I'm so pumped for Series 3. It's ridiculous. I think it started, because again, we've been friends with Bean. We've been there from kind of the beginning of her journey. So when she got announced, it was just like this whole level of excitement, and now that we're getting all the sneak peeks and we're getting to meet you guys and talk to you guys, it's just like every one of you is so awesome. So we're all pumped for it. We're really looking forward to it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
be good time.
Guys, you can check out Jay Martin. It's JAE_Martin. Just like you see here on the screen name, but add the underscore, and it's at on IG. Where else can they reach you, Jay?
My website, jmartin.com. I think I'm on Twitter or X or whatever it was. I think I'm still there. And then I'm on Threads as well, J_Martin.
And in the last couple of minutes we've got before we kind of wrap up the 33-minute slot for the 3 artists here, artist number 2 tonight, what do you want people to know? What's your takeaway? What would you like? Obviously you got the love message down pat, but what else do you want people to know?
It's okay to be simple. Period. You don't have to have I've done a few things where I love to cook. So I tried out for MasterChef a couple years ago, and the person that kind of interviewed me said I don't have a backstory. I don't have something that happened traumatic in my life, and people aren't going to be super interested in it. And
well, you do now. You've been on DT4, so go reply again.
It's about as traumatic as it gets.
And I just feel like everybody wants to be more than they are. It's okay to be simple. It's absolutely okay to be simple.
I love that.
That's a shirt right there.
We got another minute real quick, and I know ACB is probably on the edge of his seat, what? Because he always wants us to ask, what's your favorite food to cook or eat? So now that we know you're a chef undercover, talk to us.
So I love to cook Italian, almost anything Italian.
Yes.
And I love to eat Chinese. I can eat Chinese every day of the week. Fiance looks at me like I'm kind of crazy when I, say let's have Chinese again. But, I can eat Chinese every day.
I can eat Italian every day. So we're there. That's all good.
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic. Well, anything else, Rock, E&B?
I'm just happy. I'm excited to get your cards. I'm excited to see your toy journey, because that's my neck of the woods, and I am excited to see how that goes and how it plays out. Again, I told you I'd help you whatever you need for prototypes. And we'll help you get promote them. So whenever you're ready, whenever you want to come back, and any of your projects, events, projects, paintings, whatever you're doing, just let us know and we'll help you promote it.
I appreciate you guys.
And next time we're in Philly, we're hitting up that bodega, buddy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And just jumping on what Frenemy said, he has his universe is the Imaginarium. My studio name is the Imaginarium. So
wow.
Perfect.
It's crazy.
Wow.
A lot of kindred spirits going on here today. We love it.
That's so cool.
Well, we will definitely be talking to you again in the future, Jay, and I can't wait to meet you one of these days. You are a incredibly dope human being, and very, very likable from the onset. So we will wish you the best for Series 3, and we cannot wait to rip those cards, buddy.
Thank you.
It is an honor to be in Series 3 with you.
Awesome. Looking forward to it.
We'll be talking to you.
Have a good one. All right.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
Whew.
Dude, I love each person that comes on this stream more as much as the next, and then I just want to be friends with all of them, and I want to just hang out with all of them all the time.
Yeah. Grimly, you'd probably have to get an extra shot, get some vaccinations, and that kind of
vaccinations.
But, and maybe a psych eval prior. We'll see.
God.
Yeah, we'll see. I love Grimly. He's my new guy.
Definitely.
The paper knot is available. He's in the green room, ready to go. He was taking notes along the way too, so he's going to be well prepared. I can tell.
So we had one part of the world, Malaysia. Then we came back into the East Coast, and now we're going all the way to the land down under for another one of our Aussies, another one of our boys from down under. Let's bring another shrimp on the bobby.
Hold on. Before we bring him on, I do want to say, so we initially had another guest planned tonight.
Correct.
There's a little bit of a mix up with because, Americans think the world revolves around us. We were confused that Enoch, who is in New Zealand, is actually technically a day ahead. And so there was a confusion with, time and whatever. And so last night, very late, we started messaging artists, and Rux came in clutch because he is friends with the Paper Knot. And so I had messaged Manny asking him if he'd be interested, and he had kind of sent an emoji, but hadn't responded yet. And then I kind of responded to Rux just saying, hey, heads up, I message, and because I'd found out that he was friends with Manny, and then he messaged and instantly. So thank you, Rux. I appreciate your help getting friends on here. It is an honor to have one of your friends on our show. So
he's from the future.
Yes, he's from the future.
Another great new artist, Series 3 Creatives, the Paper Knot. Manny, how's it going? Here we go.
Hey, how are you?
Hey.
How's it going?
Thank you so much for being here on such short notice. We very much appreciate you.
How is Thursday? How is Thursday going to be for us?
How's the future?
Thursday? Oh, it's looking pretty sunny out here, so looking good.
Nice.
Love it.
Yeah,
Rock and I were talking the other day, and we were because Rux is our boy now. We love Rux. We've developed him, and he's ours. He's not going anywhere. We're keeping Rux. So we're gonna get him to the States sometime next year, and yeah, that's right. See, we love Rux. But Rock and I were like, I don't know that I could ever go over to Australia, and I know this is going to sound very American of me, but any continent that has 1 billion different spiders that can kill you, I don't think I can. I don't think I can go there.
And I think it depends where you go in Australia, because it's so big, right? There's beautiful beaches, right? There's all kinds, and then you can go out to the outback or wherever. And I just want to go for the opals. That's all I want to go for. I want to go dig for some opals and pull some out of the ground. That's what I want to do. That's it. That's all I want to do.
Cool.
I think they have spiders that can swim over there. I'm scared.
They'll kill you. They'll kill you in a second.
I don't know, man. I think if we have Rux and Manny, we'll be good.
We got you.
So Manny, are you near Rux? Do you live near him?
Yeah, he about 20-30 minutes away. And we initially met on Instagram. This was about, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago, but it feels like we've been mates for a very long time because we've got a lot of things in common. And yeah.
So is it safe to say that you know about the Creatives because of Rux, or did you already know?
Yes. Yeah. So Rux he's like that mate who's always hyped, and he's like Dominic Toretto in a way, because he's like a magnet for these kind of opportunities, and just brings all these creatives together. And he told me about his experience with the Series 2 cards. I believe he was in the Series 2. And then he encouraged me to apply for the 3rd series. And I got in.
So what were you feeling when you got that call? You're in, Manny.
Oh man, I was so stoked. I don't know what it is, but every time that I get these opportunities, I'm always in the can, I'm always in the toilet. So I get the email from Red, and I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. Yeah, so I was overjoyed, man.
So you know what I'm doing for Series 4, right? I'm just gonna just apply and then sit on the toilet for 3 months.
That's the move, Rock.
That's the move.
Ditto, can you pull up his IG page?
Yeah, I'm getting there right. Yeah, give me a minute.
Yes. So I had initially, I had followed you after, Red had posted all of the artists. But in typical IG fashion, unless you're searching on an artist page, a lot of times it won't pull up stuff. Well, Rux had posted one of your pieces recently on his story, I think 2 days ago. And I said, wow. And then I replied to his story, wow. And then he said, yeah, that's my mate, you know? And I was like, oh man, this is incredible. And so, yeah, your work is phenomenal. I cannot wait to see
thank
your
you.
card.
Paper nut. I saw
Yes.
that. Okay.
Yes.
Cheers, guys.
I got to have this Rocket and Groot piece right here.
That's good.
Well, go back a set because he has a current piece. Those ones right there to the left, the yellow ones. Those are, I think. Didn't
Wait,
you
what-
just do
which one of
those?
these right here?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
those are brand new,
currently-
right?
Yep. I'm in the process of preparing for an artist alley that's coming up in October. So I'm doing a lot of fan art pieces at the moment. I'm starting off with some Marvel characters on trading cards and experimenting with that size and seeing how small I can cut.
Is it safe to say you're a fan of Marvel?
Yeah, I am. So as in terms of toys, I collect Marvel Legends. So I collect those, and I also collect Mighty Max, the play sets. Do you guys remember those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are two things I'm collecting at the moment.
The Spider-Gwen.
Miles
Ugh.
as well, and the Gwen.
Have you done Deadpool yet?
And the Blade.
No, it's on a list. I've got a long list of characters. Some that are Marvel, some that are not. Some from different franchises that I'm going to get to. My goal is to make about 60 of these cards, and then once I'm done with those, I'll make some A4 size pieces for that artist alley.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So those are like the size of. Do you have any creatives cards? Are those the size of a creative
Yeah, so
card?
they're 2.5 by 3.5 So he's
Trading
the
card, yeah.
Rocket.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I've mounted them on foam core just to give them a bit more sturdiness, and they present well with the foam core. So I've got them as the backing.
Who's your favorite Marvel character?
Spider-Man, I'd say. Spider-Man and then Wolverine.
Nice.
My grandson's favorite is Spider-Man.
You got
Nice.
Miles, you got some Wolverine. My buddy Zach is a massive Venom collector, so he's going to probably need to get one of these.
Yeah, cool.
You're as we've said to the first two guests, you're about to get busier, Manny. Just so you know.
Yeah, that's what Rux was saying. I was like, oh my gosh, okay.
I mean, we're bringing Rux to the States. Like he's one of us. Like we got to bring him here. Like it's you know, it's gonna change you. You're gonna get friends with all of us. We're gonna have you on more. You're gonna be getting DMs all over the place, getting your card. Everybody's gonna want your cards because they're totally different. Yeah, be ready. Be ready.
So,
E, are you looking at this?
We'll do.
Yeah, I saw it. That's crazy, and I want a card. I want to DIY like that.
is this piece right here? It says it's a digital piece. Is that correct?
Yeah, so I started off this whole paper thing. I've only been doing it for about 2 years, but before then I was a graphic designer and I did a lot of digital work. And that piece that was for a website called DC News Eye. They wanted a series of Batman images or drawings for the 75th year of Batman, and I did a series of different versions of the character for that website. And that was through Adobe Illustrator.
Oh, the Charmander is cool too.
The amount of detail in your work with your paper art like that is, I mean, it does not look like you've only been doing that 2 years. That's
a lot of hours put into it. Yeah.
So
Thanks.
how did you get into? What made you kind of transition and go that way?
It was through. So in 2017, I went through this really bad breakup, and that changed the way I use art. It took me a while to get back into it, but when I did come back to art, I was using it more for healing purposes, and it was more experimental. I got into mixed media and I started experimenting with different materials. And then I eventually fell in love with the paper medium, and a lot of my graphic design skills, you know, using Adobe Illustrator transfers over into paper art, because you're basically cutting shapes and then you're layering, you're stacking them on top of each other. And it's sort of like a real life vector. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I got into graphic design, and then I transitioned into mixed media, and now I'm working on paper exclusively.
The
Wow.
precision that it must take to do those tiny little. How often do you accidentally cut yourself with like an X-Acto knife?
I haven't cut myself at all. No, I haven't.
There you go,
The
you
worst
just
thing that
jinxed
I've
them,
done.
Lee.
No, no, I'm pretty careful. The worst thing I've done is like glued my fingers shut because I use super glue, so it sets faster. Then I could start layering more quicker and get these pieces made. But yeah, just glue. Glue is a tricky thing to work around. Sometimes I'd find glue on my knives and my pencils, and yeah.
So what do? You print out the different layers, and then you cut each layer, and then layer them on top.
So yeah, I with the paper, I draw straight onto the paper, and then I'd cut it out, and then I'd take. It's almost like stenciling in a way. I use different colors. For example, I'll show you an example. So I'll bring up fruit. Every piece here is on a different layer. So the head is on a different layer, and then behind the head, I'll just pop it off. There's another layer for the eyes. So they're tacked on. They're temporarily stuck on, so I can move them around. So there's a backing there. So as you can see, I do it in reverse. So I draw the sketch out on reverse, and then when I flip it over, you'll have the proper orientation for it. So the backing is a layer, and then the mouth, and then the extra branches, the leaves, they're all stuck on together.
Wow.
That's very cool.
What's the time takes to do a card? What's the average?
For 1 to 2 hours, but with Rocket, because I stuffed up a lot, it took about 4 hours for this guy because there's so many little details.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That is just insane.
Yeah. So what is this? Is it shiny or cut in the middle? What is the? Oh, it is shiny. Okay.
Yeah, so it's metallic paper.
Wow. Oh, that is so cool.
That's insane. Yeah.
Nice.
I haven't seen it yet. Like, I think this is going to be something totally different that in Series 3 that people are going to go crazy for.
Yeah, very unique. What has Red teased? Red hasn't teased your guys yet.
No, man. I feel like I'm like in a graduation ceremony, and I'm waiting for my name to be called up, and I'm watching everyone else's sneak peeks. I'm getting super hyped, so I'm just waiting patiently for that sneak peek. Yeah,
I didn't mean to torment you. I'm sorry, Manny. I just wanted to.
Oh, good.
No, I think he's going. I thought he was going in alphabetical order, but I don't know because then I think he kind of switched it up on me a few days ago to where I was like, oh, that's not in alphabetical order. So then now I don't know what's happening.
There's always a rhyme and a reason behind what Red does.
That's very true. That's very true. So your cards, your 3 cards, I'm assuming. Can you tell us? I'm assuming it's with the paper like that. That's how your cards are.
Yeah. So the paper illustrations, they're right there, actually, above that white picture frame. All 3 of them, just sitting there. Yeah. Wow. I made some paper illustrations for these cards. In full disclosure, I thought that we submit 3 designs and only one of them get picked. So I had to reread the email and I had to speak to Rux and just clarify that. But it's 3 cards. I didn't know we were getting 3 cards. So I'm pretty happy with that. To get 3 cards in this series, that's sick. I've already bought sleeves and top loaders in a folder. So it's like, yeah, I'm waiting for this puppy to come home and get those cards in my hands.
Yeah, we can't wait.
So if somebody was going to commission a DIY from you, is that something that you are willing to do?
Yeah. If I have time, it's a simple yes or no, and if not, we can.
They just slide into your DMs or what?
That's it. Yep.
Because that's going to be some really cool, unique DIYs, because that brings a whole new level of.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think. I believe with binders, you can slide about 3 cards in one slot, if I'm not mistaken. So your layering would still be able to display in a binder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, you would probably not on the foam board for.
No, not on the foam boards. No.
Yeah.
Well, then you just got to frame it on the wall.
I mean, yeah, whatever, that's fine. Or put it on one of the little easels.
What's your biggest piece that you've done?
Biggest piece in terms of paper art, A3, I'd say. I don't go any bigger because it takes a very long time. Everything is hand cut. I don't have a Cricut machine that does the cutting for me. It takes a long time. So I don't go bigger than A3.
Wow.
What about you? Did you any musical talents? Are you in a band? Do you have a band name from Ozzy or anything?
I mean, no. No, other than like doing the occasional, I'm Filipino, man. So anytime there's karaoke, that's probably the most musical I get.
I don't know. I feel like Manny and the Paper Nuts is a great band name.
It is.
Hey!
That is great.
That
E.
sounds awesome.
I think Rux would be the drummer though. Rux would be the drummer.
Yeah.
So
That's
do you know Brain Deef as well?
No.
Okay, so Brain Deef is in Australia as well, and Rux is also
Nice.
a huge Brain Deef fan, and so
Is it-
I think so.
Is it Brain Deef or-
Brain Deef?
maybe.
I think so.
Well, that's how it's spelled, but I
Yeah.
just didn't know if it was.
Yeah. So three Australians now that we can, you know,
Yeah.
claim.
You're repping hard in Creative Series 3. We love it. We love our Aussies. So have you ever been to the States?
Yeah, I was there in 2014 with my family. We did Los Angeles and Vegas.
There we go.
Nice.
So we'll have to have Rux show you whatnot and how to get on there, and have you on some of the shows like we were talking about earlier, because it's a lot of fun, and to watch your own car. To me, I can imagine how cool that will be to watch your card get ripped live. You know, when somebody's opening packs. So we'll have to get you on the app, and when we start ripping packs open, and you can enjoy that.
I think we need to have a future DT4 that's just all the Aussies on it.
Oh yeah, Aussie Day. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, the episode will be called Aussie, oi, oi, oi. There we go.
So where you live, what's the? I'm always curious because I know, like I said, Australia's all different types of weather and climates and all that. Where you live, what's it like there? Is it a like a suburb, or are you out in the boonies, or are you near the beach, or where are you at?
I'm in the suburbs, in the western suburbs of Melbourne.
Are there any seasons in Australia?
Oh, you can have 4 in one day sometimes. Like you can have like sunshine now, but like half an hour later it'll be raining and we'll have hail. It's random sometimes.
Are you a footy fan? Are you an Australian rules football fan?
No, not anymore. Like I was when I was younger. When I was in elementary school, I grew up around Anglo-Saxon kids, Aussie kids. We were into footy, and I got into footy, but not anymore. No.
Grimley says there's a spider season there.
A dragon season, a spider season, a killer wind season, and spring.
And just the overall.
Wait, yeah, we're in spring right now. I'm waiting for those other ones to pop up. There's other seasons.
I love it.
There's probably a snake season and all kinds of stuff.
Oof.
He also said that once you get on Whatnot, you're going to be broke. So just be ready, because if you're a collector,
Yeah.
So
That's
what's
what I'm
behind
worried
you?
about.
I see there are Funko Pops behind you up on top shelf.
Yeah, so where I'm in right now, it's my office / storage space / studio. I have a small business with my mates. We sell toys and cards at conventions, and we've been doing this for about 5 years.
Nice.
So a lot of our inventory is here and at my mate's house, Dave's. Yeah.
So you
Some
just
of this is
travel around, do conventions and stuff?
Just within Victoria, around Melbourne, because my mates have kids. They can't be away from home for too long. So, yeah.
So cool.
Nice.
What about the foodie aspects? Let's talk food, Aussie cuisine. What is it? Because ACB is going to ask anyway, so I'm just
It's
asking.
turning into a food channel, I think, more than
whatever. It's fine. I like food. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten dinner yet. Leave me alone. I'm starving. Do you cook at all?
Yeah, I've started to cook a lot more now. I'm preparing for a marathon, man. So I'm starting to eat a little bit more healthier. So just really simple dishes like chicken and rice and broccoli and pasta. I love Italian food as well. Yeah.
So have you ever done a marathon prior, or is this a
No? This is my first one. I think Rux is doing the 21K. So we'll be in this event in October together. But I started running last year.
The only thing I ran was the ice cream truck.
Yeah. But yeah, this is the first one. First time doing
When
it.
is the event? When you have to be ready?
Oh man, October 15th is the
Oh.
Melbourne Marathon.
Coming up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
That's pretty
My-
cool, though. I mean, props to
My
you.
my daughter-in-law is training for one at this right now too, and it's pretty fun to hear her like progress. It's kind of crazy. You guys are nuts.
Yeah. There have been times where I just question myself, why am I going to put my body through this for
Yeah.
a medal? But not many people have completed a marathon, so I think there's like a 1% percentage in terms of completed marathons in the world. So I want to be a part of that. And I've been collecting medals all year, so I've been building up to it. So that collector mentality in my head, it's like I need that medal to finish this set, and then I'm done. I'm going to retire.
Oh, that's
I
pretty
remember
cool, though.
I remember training for a century bike rides and 100-mile bike rides. And you're right. You get to a certain point where I just got to get to that point and then I'll be good. I'm done. You know what I mean? Like train, get to that point, have a goal, and then I'm done. You know?
Let's circle back a little bit to the Marvel and pop culture. I noticed you put out the Fantastic Four. Are you a big Marvel Cinematic Universe fan? Do you watch all the movies and everything?
Yeah. It was like an event. I used to go with my cousins and my brother, and we would make a day out of it. I'm up to date with all the shows and the films.
Yeah. Well, they got Loki season 2 coming out soon. So
next month, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm just curious because they've been trying to cast Fantastic Four, and now that Marvel has those properties for, I don't know, 5 years, it feels like. So, I mean, are you a big Fantastic Four fan? Because I noticed you put those cards out.
Yeah, I grew up watching all the animated shows from the 90s. So the Fantastic Four, X-Men. I enjoy the Fantastic Four.
Well, are you excited that that Hugh Jackman's going to reprise Wolverine in the Deadpool movie that's coming out?
Yeah, I can't wait to see what they do with that film, and seeing that he's in his costume, and it's pretty exciting.
I'm so excited for that. I can't wait.
Although they need to end that strike because it's like killing. Pretty soon we're going to be back to what it was like when we were the beginning of the pandemic. There's not going to be any content out there pretty soon.
What not 7 days a week? What not?
There'll be no new Disney Plus movies or shows. So what, Manny, talk about like what you got coming up in the nearest future, what you want people to know, anything that you have that you want to promote.
Right. So in terms of events, the Artist Alley that I've booked is on the 29th of October. It's at the Melbourne Collectors Fair. So if you're in Melbourne, come down. It's at the Darebin Sports Centre from 10 till 3 p.m. I'll be there with my paper art cards and my A4 illustrations. And in terms of what I want people to know, art has been like this transformative tool that I've used in my life, and it's opened up so many doors for me, especially with the piece that I share around mental health and being vulnerable and speaking about mental health issues. It's allowed me to connect with people on a more deeper level. So on my Instagram page, you're going to see a bunch of different things. It's like fan art, and then there'll be like a piece about introspection and self-love and self-care, and it's a mixed bag of things. And I love sharing stories with people and connecting through that.
It's pretty powerful because you said, it kind of originated from, a bad, breakup, and it's truly amazing how therapeutic, art can be. I mean, B's dealt with it personally. Rock has had some, similar kind of issues that he went through with a bad breakup, and he dove into creating a lot of these minis, and it's very, very therapeutic. It does heal the heart, and it helps draw you to other people. Other people draw into you. It's very powerful.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think we found out another thing tonight on DT4, and we brought this up last week, that Ezra Brown and Manny both like to use the restroom at key times. All right. So if you haven't watched the show, Manny, you watch it back when we had Ezra Brown on. He used to work at the Home Depot, and he would go into the bathroom and draw. on it. He would just take
Oh.
breaks and go to the bathroom, and just that was his happy place. So, hey, you and Ezra, we're on the same page, and we're learning new stuff every day.
Ezra's probably like, man, why did I tell that story?
I know it gets brought up every week. Tell us a secret about Rux.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Secret about Rux.
Oh.
Come on, man, you're his mate. We
Oh,
gotta
look,
know all
he's
the
on
dirt.
the toilet. Rux is on the toilet right now. So
Hashtag depends.
depends, Spoons.
I don't know. I can only say like good things about this guy. He's got the biggest heart in a person that I've ever met. Is a very generous person. These aren't secrets. I'm just taking some time to spread some love. Yeah, and he's just a magnet. He's a force of good, and he embodies the whole community spirit when it comes to art. And honestly, it's infectious. And having somebody like him in your corner, man, you believe that you can do anything in this space. So
Yeah.
I'm very grateful for that friendship.
Yeah, we love Rux. Rux is a good dude.
Were you
Yeah.
involved with the sticker project through was it Art Decipher? Is that
No, I didn't participate in that, but I'm in that group. In that.
okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you'll see me and me and B sticker on that wall if you go by and check it out. So we were part of that.
He helped us like get our stickers put up on the wall there in Australia, which is so cool. So
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
first
it's a generous
international
dude.
sticker.
It's probably been eaten by a spider by now, but
So Jesus. People I can't all I can think about is spiders.
me too. Uh-oh.
People are going to want to know, even prior to your card coming out here and the release of your sneak peek probably very soon. Red, get that sneak peek, Paper Knot.
yeah, let's go.
They're gonna be hitting you up. They're gonna want some DIYs. They're gonna want to commission you. Are you open currently for commissions? How do your commissions work? I mean, I know B kind of said, do they just DM you? Is that pretty much the best way to approach you, or is there any other avenues people can reach you?
Yeah, that's the best way to ask is just send me a DM on Instagram, and if I've got the time to do it, I'll make time.
Okay, I'm gonna have a little different angle. I'm gonna approach Rux, and I'm gonna have Rux send some kind of
like my manager.
I'm gonna have Rux send some kind of like an Australian like doorgram to your door asking for a DIY.
Very elaborate, yeah.
Get ready for Grimley's question. Grimley's got his questions for you.
Here we go.
Yes.
Here we go. Last
question.
Into what might win in a fight between Paul Hogan and Yahoo Serious? Oh man, I'd probably go with Paul Hogan. If it's a fist-to-fist fight, I reckon you could take him. But then if there's knives involved, definitely Paul Hogan.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
Manny,
what are the most random questions?
Every time. We had Grimley on last week, and he started a new thing now. So he's always asking the good questions.
Yeah.
What is your card sell for when you do your art shows and put them up for sale?
Oh man, I'm still trying to figure that out at the moment. I'll probably start them at maybe 25, especially if they've taken a long time to make. Yeah.
Nice.
That's very, very much worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
Incredible. 25.
Oh, I thought you said 5. I was like, no.
No way. He's like, I'm gonna be your manager, and that is a no.
No. We're gonna get those prices up for you.
Yeah, and we'll get you on Whatnot and get some of those cards sold for you too, because I think that would be amazing.
Yeah,
awesome.
They're beautiful and so unique.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Well, again, we only got a couple of minutes left. So, is there anything else that you want the creatives world to now know about the Paper Knot, Manny? What do you got for us, buddy?
This is a new venture in my creative journey, man. Like for a while, I was going by the name. Just art by Manny Sisson. That was my Instagram tag for a very long time. And I've been searching for an artist name, and so the paper knot came to me when I was watching Jason and the Argonauts, like the Greek mythology film from the 60s. And yeah, naut is an ancient Greek word for sailor, and it's become generalized to traveler and explorer. So combine paper and naut together. And yeah, this is a new chapter in my creative career, focusing on this medium purely. And I feel like I've just touched the surface, man. Like I've got plenty more to learn, and yeah, watch my space, watch my Instagram page.
Well, you're truly the paper knot is truly the juggernaut in the craft of what you do, my friend.
Oh,
that's free. That's free, by the way. Paper knot. You can use that. That's free.
Yes, that's
thank you. Thanks for the hookup.
We've said it a couple of times tonight, and we mean it each and every time. We are definitely excited to see what you're bringing into Series 3 Creatives. We cannot wait to open these cards and see everybody's amazing art that they've put together.
We need the sneak peek, Red. We need the sneak peek.
Yeah, everybody needs to DM Red and say that Manny is on pins and needles waiting for this preview. We are too. We demand a preview.
And do me a favor, guys, in the chat, if you haven't already, you probably are doing that, but please, each and every one of these people that were on tonight, at Frenemy Life, at J_Martin, at The Paper Knot on IG, please go follow each one of these people. Like some of their comments, generate some activity on that page. More awesomeness to come.
Commission them. Give them some business.
Absolutely. Yeah. So great things for you to come, Manny. We really like you. We can already tell if you're friends with Rux, you're friends with us.
Of ours. Yeah.
Except Ditto. Ditto is friends with him now, and we're kind of getting there. We're getting there.
And again, I appreciate you coming on so last minute for us and coming in clutch.
All good.
Seriously, you're incredible, and it's so nice to meet you in person.
Yeah.
Oh, nice to meet you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I feel like it's relatively in person.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. This is in person for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, we're rooting for you, Manny, and we're gonna expect some great things coming out of you because from what we're seeing already, you're on the way.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right, man. You have a great night. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging out. And again, last minute guest, thank you again. That was awesome of you to do that. And we'll be talking to you.
You can hitch a ride with Rux to America whenever he comes.
Yeah.
I'll be in a suitcase for sure. I'll be there.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Perfect. He brought an extra little surprise. I love it. Let's go.
That's it.
Hey, good luck in your marathon, buddy.
Yes.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right.
We'll talk to you soon.
Cool.
All
Thanks,
right,
guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
Wow. Another great show.
So I hope he updates us about how the marathon went in his stories on IG.
Oh yeah.
I want to know.
Rux will be down there taking photos of him at like his last mile, puking. He's like, "Oh man, he made it."
Somebody give me a Foster's. So yeah, another 3 amazing people. I mean, Frenemy, Jay, Manny. Just again, I want to go have a beer with each and every one of them. They are just dope, cool, down to earth.
Really and another artist that we all got together with because of another artist, and like he got in the creatives because Rux got him pushing, going a certain direction. Like it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, this community just kind of continues to grow. It's like this domino effect, and it just continues to spread, which is cool.
Very it's kind of a trend that went through the entire episode tonight with each of the people's stories. I mean, just the therapy that art brings to the table is very, very powerful. You guys have all dealt with it, and basically, especially Paper Knot and Jay Martin, they both really strived. I mean, Jay went full time, because of his mom's illness and stuff. So I think, man, it's I don't know, it's pretty powerful and pretty amazing.
The cards can't come soon enough. I don't know what do we need to fly out to New York? And I guess I am flying out to New York. Do we need to just like go pay that dude that's printing these things up or what?
Yeah, he's somewhere. I asked Red where do they actually print the cards, and he's like, I don't know. Well, I'm going
He's
there.
just telling you that because he doesn't want you to go threaten the
Yeah,
guy.
exactly. I'll shake the guy. Come on. Next week we've already got a couple people lined up. I'm not sure. I think you might be working on trying to reschedule Enox. We'll try to get that to happen. But we've already got MCA Evil Art, and we've got pretty good posters, right? Already lined up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in. He's in.
Who was in the chat this evening. So
Yes.
So we definitely will bring 3 more again next week to kind of complete our 3 weeks in a row of 3 artists, 33 minutes each, series 3. So a lot of dope humans still to come. But
Tammy's
man,
gonna pee her pants. Just so you guys know. Like
oh, no.
she's excited. No, she's
Oh,
Hashtag depends. That was from.
Hey, she's my age. She's not too far off. So back it up. Yeah, I'm excited. It's all I can think about. I was like, now it's getting close. It's like kid with Christmas, right? You're like a couple weeks away, and you're like, come on.
Speaking of threes, Rock, you debuted yesterday your minis series 3s, and man, was that a great show.
Oh, guys, I am so I don't even know what the feeling is. Like, I was so excited for everybody that's going to be able to purchase these. Like, I'm excited for these people to get these things in their hands, and I'm bummed that I don't get them in my hands, but I'm so excited to see people pull them. And I'm also excited to see what people do on my pieces. Like what B did to those 4 pieces that I just got in today, matter of fact, are insane. Like, she's never done a toy before. And DXE, the same thing. Like, they just killed it. And it's not like you open it up and you're like, it's pretty good. Like, no, dude, it's like they've been doing it for years.
And then pretty exciting because all 4 of us will be represented in some form or fashion in Series 3. You've got obviously Rock, who's the creator and has his hands all over all of these pieces and is customizing his own and the Nav and a couple others. Arlo. You got B, who did her first crack at him and has 4 pieces. You said, Rock?
yeah,
Yep.
did 4, and then
We've
after
got-
that I did a chomp.
Oh yeah, the
that's,
chomp.
That's right.
And Jason, yes, I still have it. I sealed the box last night, so it's getting shipped out tomorrow morning.
Nice. Yeah, that was sick. If you guys haven't seen that, go on B's IG page and check that out. If you weren't in the show last week when she sold that chomp, it turned out beautiful. And I loved what you called it too. What was the name? You had a name.
Give me space.
Yeah, I love that.
in space, yeah.
Love that.
It's just a fun thing to see other people getting into it that weren't into it before. Like even with the people with Funko, they weren't in designer toys, and now they're coming over and just loving it. Like the people are saying that the people are great, the artists are nice. Like it's all positive stuff.
Yep.
And
Oh, you want me to show?
Also, Mr. E. Saldana is going to be representing the Judgmental Cow, and I saw a sneak peek of what he did, and holy shit!
Oh, you mean
He's been
the
actually-
explosion? The explosion? Is that what you meant?
He's
Not the one that you decided to blow up with an M80 in your backyard.
He's been working on it all evening. That's what he's been doing down here is filing and sanding clay pieces for
listening,
the
but,
cow, and yeah.
Well, I saw kind of what he has in works for it, and let me just use an E-ism. It's dope.
Thank you.
Super effing dope. That's all I'm gonna say.
I've always wanted to blow up. Ever since I saw Ditto's figure, I wanted to blow it up. So
you
the
blew
first
it up.
one, the first one that he sent me, I blew it up.
Yeah, I get a lot of that.
but I'm
on accident. But yeah.
You guys, it's going to be great to have people in that when we open these boxes. You guys are going to get cases to rip too. Just to everybody be in the chat. You guys need to come, even if you're not going to buy one. Come see some of these pieces that we didn't show them all off. Like I was still missing almost half the artists. Like last night was just a preview, a little bit of it.
And why don't you list off some of the artists? Because again, this is a good opportunity.
Let me just say 2 artists right off the bat. Chris RWK, come on. Ezra Brown,
Crazy.
King Ganga, Cardi Artist. I posted that on my Instagram today. Did you guys see those?
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
good.
the hip hop represent, he killed it. Who else? We got Creepy Monsters came in today.
Oh, good.
She has four pieces, and she put in 2 pieces of her own, little minis. Who am I missing?
Sneak.
Sneaks made it. Yep.
So how many artists total?
I think it's 16. I think total 15, 16. So it's been a pleasure. It's been fun. Last night was mind blowing what my figures went for. I really appreciate the support. You guys killed it last night. It makes it all worth the time and effort. And I do really want to make a video to show you guys how this stuff is made. It's just doing it by myself is just such a time consuming thing. Now that the set is done and ready, I can film that because it's a long process to do it. And I'd like everybody to see how that works. So, but yeah.
I've been telling Rock ever since. So we were FaceTiming, I don't know, back of, I think when you kind of started to do the cow for me, and you showed me literally, you walked me through the entire process, and I didn't have any clue how much was entailed. Not even I knew it was a lot of work, but then you showed me each step, and I was like, Rock, you got to do a video on this, man. You're like, yeah. I know. It's you guys will be blown away. It's a lot.
Every piece, every single piece, no matter how big it is, has to be, after it comes off the printer, it has to be washed, seriously washed and scrubbed, and then baked, not like E did, but it needs to go under a black light in a certain, that kind of thing. And then it has to be sanded, all that stuff, and then painted. So I do want to show that off because it is pretty intense. It's fun.
Well, we're about the 2-hour mark. I got to go get a tacos al gordo because I'm in San Diego. So I got to hurry up and get over.
I'm going to show my my chomp.
Oh,
you did the box too?
I painted the box.
Damn.
Get out of here.
Signs, and then
somebody screenshot that look when B was opening that box. That was funny.
There he is.
Yeah, so beautiful. Show the face. Try to show the close up on the face. You put the galaxy in the face, which is amazing.
I want him to fall out, but here.
So B, I didn't notice when you sent a picture or we showed off on photos, when I got your toys in my hand today, that paint job is with that mix that you did is incredible.
It's like emo rainbow.
I don't know what you call it, but it's insane.
It's called emo rainbow.
Twinkle, twinkle. I love it.
Yeah. Now I got to pee, but yeah.
Not tinkle, tinkle.
Tinkle, tinkle.
To be that, I seriously though, that paint that you mixed it on the toy looks, the one that you did of Gustav, it's just, it looks so good.
Well, thank you.
I might have to keep that. That might not make it in a box. I don't know.
E snagged that paint at a craft store, and then I just used black as a base, and then mixed it in on top, and it worked out really well.
Yeah, I was planning on using it, and then she used it first, and now I can't use it. But I'm happy she did, because that emo rainbow is her thing.
It is. That's what my watch is. Emo rainbow. Yep, love emo rainbow.
So be on the lookout for more stuff from B and E. I think E's gonna get the bite. He's gonna get the it.
Show the hat.
It's not.
Show the hat.
It's not done anything.
E is a perfectionist. He won't show that thing off until it's glazed.
Trust me when I say I've seen the concept, and I was blown away.
Yeah.
So
we're
Rock,
gonna get everybody's hopes up now.
Let's go around the room real quick and say what we got coming up, because
we got a huge week coming up, guys. After this week, Tuesday starts the drop. Tuesday is the real drop. We're gonna do cases on my show. Ditto's getting them Friday night, and E and B are getting them Saturday night. So be on the lookout for whose artist we pull. And there's going to be multiple artists per case. So there's a lot of artists that we're going to have in these boxes. So that's what I have going. I'm preparing for NYCC. I got my stickers made and approved today. Thank
They're
you, Sketch.
cute.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Sketch, for helping me with that. I just didn't have time. There's no way I could have got them done. So thank you, Sketch. You killed it. So those are going to be at NYCC, and I'm excited. My 2 pieces are going to be there on display. So I'm excited. Hopefully we get cards, but that's my next 2 weeks is going to be Rock Inc. minis and then on to NYCC.
How about EB? What do you guys got coming up? You got a show Saturday, yeah?
She's so excited.
I actually know what we're running this weekend. It's a miracle. Are you ready? Okay,
Yeah.
So we've got Alice in Wonderland Pop Mart.
Oh, nice.
Y'all. We've got y'all. Are you ready for these? I'm so pumped about
cool.
these. Pac-Man, Bobo, and Coco's.
Oh my goodness.
I've never even seen these. They're
Yeah,
Pop
those are
Mart.
cool.
And they're so freaking cute.
As long as they're not bananas, we're good.
Nope, they're not
What's wrong with
bananas. He's talking about those banana boos. And y'all will remember these because we saw them. The
Oh,
Princess
yes.
Art Series, 52
Nice.
toys. They are beautiful. They
Uh,
look like
You're going to have to make sure Missy's in that show.
I'll be in that show. My daughter's all about Disney princesses. So
yes. So
So you guys got next couple of weeks are going to be a couple killer shows.
then Rock Minis the weekend after.
Yep.
So, oh man, I'm pumped.
yeah, so it's going to be a good couple weeks, and I got my Designer Con passes too already. So I will be at Designer Con as well.
Nice.
Sweet.
Well,
know
E and B, or not E and B, I'm sorry. E and I are in the works of maybe trying to make NYCC happen. I can't speak for E, but I think that's in the works, and we do have the place to crash already, so that's good.
Awesome.
We will determine each individually whether or not we're going to be able to do that here in the very near future, but hopefully we can be there. Hopefully Series 3 comes out in New York. That would be awesome.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Regardless, we got a lot of cool stuff. And don't forget, next week, another DT4, guys. Next Wednesday, we've already got 2 of the artists lined up, probably a third coming very quickly. So that'll be the third week to cap off 3 weeks, 3 artists, Series 3, 33 minutes each.
Do you have a Friday show?
I am sadly going to be on a red-eye flight back home, so no Friday Ditto show this week, but I'm coming back strong next week with Rock Minis. I can't wait. That's gonna be awesome.
you could buy the plane Wi-Fi and just stream from the plane.
Stream from
I could just stream from the plane.
That would be
First
a
ever,
whatnot first. Yeah.
A flight attendant, could you bring me some small little liquor bottles? I'm going to run them on whatnot.
Run some nuts. Run some of Ditto's nuts on the airplane. Get some of those airplane nuts.
Giggity. I'll do some those waffles. What are those Strupel waffles or whatever they call?
I don't know. We fly Spirit. I wouldn't know. What that is.
We don't get any of that stuff.
Oh my gosh.
But I definitely have some cool stuff coming up in the near future too. I've got a Halloween show I'm excited about, and I've got some kind of Funko stuff for people who still like Funko that it's gonna try to sprinkle in there as well. So, but yeah, keep a lookout. Lots of cool stuff coming from the DT4 camp.
And guys, please share the video out and hit the like button for sure. Hit the subscribe button. Again, I will be making more content on designer toys. What the hell is that?
Did you buy that or did it come?
It came in my swinger room.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the crap out of me. So guys, please subscribe, hit the like button, share the video out, and let's try to build this. We need to get more eyes on these videos. I know they get watched back afterwards, so that is good. But share the love. Let these artists know that they're getting seen, Yeah. But yeah, another great show.
Thank you guys for being here, though. The people that are.
Yeah.
We appreciate
Yes.
y'all.
Thank you to Frenemy all the way from Malaysia. Thank you to Jay all the way from Philly, and thank you from Paperknot all the way in Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. We love you guys. Thank you very much for being on tonight.
All right, guys, you know what we say. Everybody be safe. Stay happy, and gosh darn it, guys. Be nice to each other.
Bang,
Bang.
bang.
Bang, bang.
We'll see you on the next one. Good night, guys.
There you go.